What up, internet? My name is JB, and I'm back here today with my week 4 video for the NADL, or the North American Draft League. And this week we are taking on our good buddy, good pal Dorian and the Victory Road Victinis. You guys know Dorian; he's been in a bunch of my videos, and we always have good matches when we play each other. But this is actually the first time we'll be battling each other on the 3DS, which is, I guess, interesting. It's different. We battle each other a bunch of times, but never on DS, so should be fun. It should be a little bit of a change of pace, and like I said, it's always a really good match when we play, so you guys are in for a good game, hopefully. We'll see. But anyway, before we get into the teams, I want to just go ahead and talk about a trade I made. I decided to drop Miss Magius and pick up Silvally. I do get all the Silvally forms. I'm not sure on the whole steel thing, because it's technically no longer PU, but it was a points pick, so and I have enough points for an RU pick, so maybe I get steel too. I'm not sure. I'm not sure the logistics there, but anyway, I have Silvally. The main reason I did it is I just like fun. I just wanted to use a really fun mon. It's a Pokemon that I used in the PCA for literally a week before I dropped it, and I didn't even bring it that week, but I want to give it like a fair shot at like actually trying it in a draft league. And I just feel like it's more useful in like a 3DS league where you have more time to prep, I'll say. It's just like I take my prep more seriously on 3DS leagues than I do in Showdown leagues. I'm not sure why that is. Like, it used to not be that way. It used to be the exact opposite. But like, ever since the PBL and the NADL, I just take my 3DS prepping more seriously. So I feel like with better prep and like actually paying attention to what it can do, I think Silvally can be a very good Pokemon, and I just wanted to give it a fair shot. Main things that I really like about Silvally is it's got an incredible move pool. Obviously, it can be any type because it has a great ability. It's mini Arceus. It does a lot of things. It has Parting Shot, which is a great move, and then defogging and stuff like that. It's any sort of coverage you'd ever want. It's a really cool mon, and I just want to give it like a fair shot at using it in a draft league. And that's the main reason I did it. I like fun. So, now with that said, let's go ahead and get into Dorian's team. He's currently rocking a record of 0-3, which is really weird because Dorian is one of the better players I've ever, been in leagues with. He's like always towards the top of like the regular season standings, but for whatever reason, having a rough go at it in the NADL this season. So, yeah. I'm sure he'll turn it around at some point, but it's not going to be against me, hopefully. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into his team. He has a Mega Scizor, a Tapu Fini, a Garchomp, Raikou, Arcanine, Dhelmise, Honchkrow, Uxie, Sableye, Hawlucha, and Tentacruel is his squadron. The main threats are obviously like these 4 or 5 mons. I mean, they just hit so hard and do a lot of things well. Like, he has, like, both of his cores right here. Steel, Fairy, Dragon, Fire, Water, Grass. He got those early. Yeah, he has all of them here, is what I should say. I mean, Raikou's not one of those types, but Fini is the water to the Fire, Water, Grass. You guys know what I mean. It's just a really, strong team. And he has others, like, weird stuff over here. Like, Sableye is the most annoying thing on the planet. Uxie is really freaking fat. Same with P2. So he has, like, a bunch of, like, stupidly annoying mons. And then, of course, he has Hawlucha, which I didn't even mention as being one of his biggest threats. But obviously, Hawlucha is a threat because it gets Unburden and access to these things. And he has a Tapu, so he can pop the seed, get a Spadef boost, and then outspeed literally everything in existence. Well, maybe not literally, but almost everything. Because, like, that's close to 400 speed after it's doubled. So, and it has amazing stab. Not the best attack, but it can boost. Why is it like that? I hate Showdown sometimes. Because it does crap like that. But yeah, it's like, it does gross things because it can, like, bulk up, it can SD. Can, of course, then it has like Drain Punch, and then it's like boosted Acrobatics. So he already popped the seed. Acrobatics and Unburden is just gross. And then if he needs to get weird, he can like Z Sky Attack or something like that. He's got a lot of cool things it can do. Hawlucha is a very big threat in Draft League, especially when your opponent has a Tapu. Which is why some people have like even gone as far as to take Hawlucha to like prevent people from bringing their Tapus, which is something that a lot of people don't seem to get. That like, because I've been in a couple draft leagues and I know a certain someone in a certain other bigger league got really upset when Hawlucha was taken from them, because he like, I'm sure he understands why, but like he didn't say why, but like it just makes sense to take Hawlucha, because A, it's a good mon, and B, it if your opponent does bring a Tapu, then they have to worry about Hawlucha, and then even if they don't bring the Tapu, they don't bring the Tapu, which is better for you. So like, I don't see the problem with Hawlucha if you don't have a Tapu, but Dorian does have a Tapu, and it's gross, and it's something I'm probably gonna have to deal with at some point. But hey, we'll see what happens there. Let's go ahead and get into the team I am bringing here this week. We have, making its debut, Slytherin, our Salazzle, with the Poisonium Z, moves are Fire Blast, Sludge Wave, Hidden Power Ice, and Nasty Plot. I originally was Life Orb on this set, but Life Orb, Sludge Wave, or no, Life Orb, HP Ice didn't kill Garchomp, so there's really no point. So I just decided to go Poisonium Z to ensure I always kill Tapu Fini, like any variant of Tapu Fini. So that's why I did that. Sludge Wave, Life Orb, Sludge Wave was like a roll most of the time, and if he was running any Spadef, it didn't kill. But unless he's like absolute max Spadef with max HP and a plus Spadef nature, he dies to Acid Downpour. So I kill most Finis with that, and I have enough speed for the Raikou. So that's what the speed is for, 184. Raikou hits 183. Next up, we have Vanderwitson, our Serena. Also making its debut, rocking a Rocky helmet. Why did I say it like that? The moves are Chop, Kick, Rapid Spin, Knockoff, and Toxic. So pretty much just Grass type Hitmontop doing the same thing. The cool thing here is that Queenly Majesty does work against Prankster. So like, F you, Sableye, you can't do anything to Serena. You can't status it or anything like that, so that's pretty dang nice. And then, you know, I have Rapid Spin to get rid of rocks, Knockoff to get rid of items, Chop Kick is good for Fini. It's also good for just lowering things attacks on like switch-ins and stuff like that. And then Toxic just to wear his bulky things down, like Sableye, Uxie, Dowmice even, you know, stuff like that. Not Fini. Because Misty Terrain is a thing. Next up, we have Mavis, our Clefable. Rocking leftovers this week with just pretty much max Spadef. The moves are Moonblast, Stealth Rock, Wish, and Heal Bell. Main reason I'm not running Flamethrower is I have a bunch of stuff with fire coverage, so I just decided to run Heal Bell instead. Because I felt like I didn't need Flamethrower on this, because I needed Spadef to take on Raikou better, and like Fini, and yeah, I just felt Spadef was better mostly. Like Fizdef was only good for like Garchomp, but Garchomp can't touch me anyway, even with like Poison Jab. Z Poison Jab will hurt, but I don't know if he'll want to bring that. He might. And 2 Bullet Punches usually always kills Clefable anyway. 3 definitely kills even Fizdef, so there's really no point in running Fizdef. Just like on a special attacker is better. Stuff like that. We are unaware because he does like the setup weirdly. He does stupid things that shouldn't work but do work because he's Dorian. And it just turns out to, you know, do weird things. But yeah, that's the Clefable. Wish to get rid of things. Or Wish and Heal Bell to keep things alive. Stealth Rock, Moonblast for pretty much just Chomp. And Honchkrow if he brings it. Stuff like that. Next up, sorry I got really distracted there. People won't shut up in group chat because they're freaking... I don't know why I even have my phone near me when I record. Next up, we have Captain Planet the Zygarde. We're rocking a Choice Band this week with 1,000 Arrows, Outrage, Extreme Speed, and Crunch. Just gonna hit as hard as I effing can. 2,000 Arrows kills Fini, and I live 1 Moonblast. I don't live in Ice Beam, but I don't know if he'll have Ice Beam. he'll probably have Moonblast over Ice Beam because he's Dorian, and he'll want to hit Hydreigon harder. He won't have both. I don't think he'll have both. He very well could, but I think he'd have like Moonblast, Water Stab, Calm Mind, and Defog, something like that, or Nature's Madness or something. I don't think he'll have both Moonblast and Ice Beam, so he'll have one or the other. More than likely Moonblast over Ice Beam because, like I said, he'll want to hit Hydreigon harder. And the 151 speed is for Tapu Fini. Is who that's for. So yeah, that's the speed benchmark I hit on a couple things. 2,000 arrows kills most Fini variants. E-speed is obviously nice for, picking things off. Banded E-speed's gonna hurt. Crunch there for the things that are weak to it, like pretty much just Uxie. Oh, and Delmise. That's it. And yeah, 1,000 arrows because it's 1,000 arrows. It's the best move in the game. Next up, we have Pterodactyl, our Mega Aerodactyl. Rocking the moves Fire Fang, Aerial Ace, Ice Fang, and Earthquake with enough speed for Hawlucha prior to Unburden. So it's nice. Usually kill that with an Aerial Ace because I am max attack adamant. It probably drops unless he's like max HP, which he won't be. He'll be max speed, max attack because that's the way you should always run Hawlucha most of the time unless you really need to live a hit. Who knows? But Fire Fang kills most Scizors, Ice Fang does good against most Chomps, and then Earthquake is good spam against everything else, like his Raikou and his Arcanine, his Tentacruel. Yeah. Don't really need Rock Stab to kill Honchkrow, because it's a Honchkrow. So there's that. And then last but not least, we have Tiamat, our Hydreigon, rocking a Choice Scarf with the moves Earth Power, Draco Meteor, Dark Pulse, and Flamethrower. Just went full coverage. And, I have something to hit pretty much everything aside from the, stupid Honchkrow. But, Honchkrow's dying to literally any of these moves except for Earth Power. He's probably dying to 2 Dark Pulses even. It's a Honchkrow. But, it could have superpowers, so I have to look out there. I don't think he'll bring Honchkrow. So I didn't prep too hard for it, which is... I have Unaware Clef, so even if he does start Moxie boosting, Clef doesn't care. Yeah, that's a team. I felt like I might have over-prepped for Fini, Scizor, and Hawlucha a little bit. And then, not have had as much for the rest of his team. But, those are his 3 biggest threats, so I prepped for him. And yeah, we'll go ahead and get into the game now. I don't feel like doing anything weird because this has been bad enough as it is. So I'm just gonna, if I chair lean back, I'll just. So getting into the battle now. Teammate he brought the the Wombo combo with the Fini and the Hawlucha. Also decided to bring a nice little stall core in Sableye and Uxie, and then some scary physical attackers with the Mega Scizor and the Garchomp. So I'm gonna just apologize right now for any background noise you might hear. I've been trying to get this the battle recorded for an hour, but I can't get anyone to shut up long enough. It's the dogs and people are banging, people are yelling. It's just you're gonna hear some background noise. I can't do nothing about that. So, getting into the battle, I noticed that my Serena has a pretty dang good matchup against this team. The only things he has to touch me are Hawlucha, and that's about it. And then U-turn from Scizor, but that's not doing very much at all because I'm Fizdef, and he's hurting himself with Rocky Helmet. And the only other thing he really has that could touch me would be Poison Jab on the Garchomp or Ice Beam on the Fini. And like I said, I don't really see him bringing Ice Beam on the Fini. I think he'd bring Moonblast. So that's the plan. I just decided to go ahead and lead off with Serena because it has a very good matchup against most of his team. So we'll go ahead and get to the battle. Another thing, we were on a little bit of a time crunch this week, so the quality of this video is not going to be the best, but hey, it's no one's fault. It's just we had a little bit of a time crunch. I needed to get this video out. I needed a little bit sooner, so the quality is not going to be the best. So they're going to be quite a little bit framey, a little bit, you know, frame droppy here and there, but hey, it's whatever. So lead off with Vander Woodson against the Sableye, and like I said, you know, Queenly Majesty actually blocks Prankster. So I click the knockoff turn 1, get rid of this thing's Lumberry, which is very nice. Now, I'd make a little bit of a play here, predicting whatever he wanted to bring in. I was hoping it would be either the Uxie or the Scizor, and I actually get the Scizor. So I'm doubling out into my Aerodactyl. I have ways of dealing with both of them, so I got the play right. Got the play I wanted. So I'm going to go ahead and Mega Evolve and click the Fire Fang here because it's supposed to be able to knock out Mega Scizor. Most Mega Scizors. But Dorian, being the freaking crazy person he is, I guess you could say genius. I don't really think that's the right word. The mad scientist will say. He's going to go for the Bullet Punch. He's going to do actually quite a bit. This man actually EV'd his Scizor to be able to live my Fire Fang with that sliver of HP. Because he's Dorian and that's the kind of thing he does. So, I don't want to, you know, sack my Scizor just yet, or my Aerodactyl just yet. So I decided to go back into Vander Woodson. He can't Bullet Punch me. I was hoping he would U-turn and just take himself out with the Rocky Helmet damage, but unfortunately he did not. He's just going to switch out on the Knowledge, which is the Uxie. As I just get off a nice little Trop Kick. You know, obviously would have finished out the Scizor. I lower anything's attack that wants to come in, like the Hawlucha or the Garchomp potentially. And I do a crap ton to Victinis, but you know, he just went into this. Sets up a Reflect, which is obnoxious. I disagree with the order I did things here. I should have clicked Knock Off this turn, but I clicked Toxic this turn. Definitely should have reversed these next 2 turns. I clicked Knock Off this turn because I want to get rid of its item, which I'm assuming is Light Clay since he went for screens, or a screen. I could have very easily misplayed had he gone for Light Screen here, because I would have had both screens up for 8 turns instead of just 5. But he just gets up his rocks, as I am able to get off a nice little knockoff, do some nice damage, and get rid of the Light Clay. So if he does go for Light Screen, it'll only be 5 turns of it, and I won't have to deal with it for way longer. He's going to switch out here, I believe, into, the Garchomp of all things, and I just click Rapid Spin, get rid of the rocks, don't want to have to deal with them if I don't need to, and I just get rid of them. So, we actually played this game in a Discord call together, and he told me, he like, on this turn, he screamed, the bad word. He's like, I didn't bring a Z move, and honestly, I didn't believe him. I played like I believed him for a turn or 2, and he just clicks the Poison Jab. As I go for a Trop Kick, I just wanted to see if he had it or not, because he was supposed to be Poisonium Z. Whether or not he is and was just saving it, I didn't know at this point, so I decided to either way not sack off my Serena here. I lived 1, Poison Jab anyway. I make a crazy ballsy play, predicting them to either go for Poison Jab or I just predicted them to not go for Earthquake here, and I got the play right going into Salazzle. Just a stupid play that should never work, and he obviously gets the heck on out of here and goes into his Finny to take the HP Ice. Good play, very good play. Now, I guarantee you guys, if we weren't in a Discord call, I would not have made this play. Never in a million years should I have clicked my Z move here, but for whatever reason I did, thinking that he wouldn't predict it. But either way, he had the Scizor alive. I never, ever, ever should have clicked the Poison move here. I should have always clicked Fire Blast, but I went full stupid. I went full me and went for my Z move here. Just a humongous misplay. Just an absolutely terrible, 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 terrible play. But thankfully, it doesn't come back to haunt me too much, because I just go for the Nasty Plot on this turn. Because there's nothing you can OHKO me with. There's absolutely nothing you can OHKO me with on Scizor, so I just decided to Nasty Plot. If he wanted the SD, that's fine. If he wanted to, Bullet Punch for damage or whatever. But he actually goes for Tailwind because he's Dorian and runs Tailwind Scizor. So he's going to go for the Pursuit for some reason. He thought I was going to switch. I had no reason to switch at this point. I could just get rid of the Scizor. He can't kill me. I just want to get rid of the threat. So I pick off the Scizor with HP Ice, which is nice. Bars. So he's going to go into his Finny now. Unfortunately, I can't outspeed. +2 Sludge Wave did kill, but because of the Tailwind, I no longer outspeed, so I can't stay in. And Salazzle still has a very good matchup, so I decided to keep it alive. I just go into my Aerodactyl to sack it off. It's done its job. Well, kinda. It didn't kill the Scizor. But I don't really need it for the mons he has or the team he has left. It was the most expendable member of the team, so thank you for being able to take a surf from me, friend. And I think the Tailwind will run out here. The mist disappears from okay, the terrain ends. Okay, whatever. I go into my Clefable here on the Feeny because it's a matchup I win most of the time. He goes for Calm Mind, but I'm unaware, so I ignore both of his boosts, and my Moonblast is going to be doing a solid chunk of damage to this thing. Jesus Christ. Why are you yelling? Whatever. So the Tailwind's going to peter out. I just get up my Stealth Rocks on his Calm Mind. He goes for a Moonblast. And like I said, I'm unaware. It's not going to do really much of anything. It's I get off my own Moonblast, and it's going to do, honestly, probably a little bit more, and I actually get the special attack drop. Not that it matters, because I'm unaware. Actually, does unaware, like, factor in, like, negative stat drops? Like, did those get ignored too? Like, if something's at minus defense, do I do more? I don't know. That's probably something I should know. He's going to go for another Calm Mind for some reason. I guess he didn't believe I was Magic. Or I guess he thought I was Magic Guard and didn't believe me when I said I was unaware, because I told him I was unaware. I don't know. I guess he just didn't believe me, and I'm just gonna, you know, do another solid chunk of damage. I'm actually gonna get another special attack drop, which is funny, but again, I'm unaware. It literally doesn't matter. It's just funny that I got secondary effects against Dorian because he's been getting hacks all season. Let's get a little bit of leftovers recovery. He's going to swap out here into the Knowledge, just sacking it off, as it is very low, takes a Stealth Rock damage, it's already toxic, can't really do much of anything, and it is going to die to this Moonblast from our Clefable. So Clef picking up a nice little KO there, not even bad. Can't complain about that at all now, can we? Gonna go back into the Garchomp here, and I decided to call his bluff. I didn't actually think he had the Z move, so I decided to stay in and click my freaking Moonblast on this thing, because I don't think he has a Z move, and it turns out he legitimately did not have the Z move. Yeah, he poisons me, but whatever. That does a crap ton of damage, but whatever. I get rid of his Garchomp. Goodbye. So Clefable actually put in some work offensively with its one offensive move. He just had no switches to it after I killed a Scizor. And like I said, I didn't even flamethrower on this thing, so yeah, I didn't even run it. So he definitely could have just kept Scizor alive for this thing, and I would have been able to do nothing. But instead, Clefable's putting in the finest of work. So he goes into the Hawlucha here, not popping his Unburdened Assist. So he's gonna click the Iron Head. Gonna finish off my Clefable, but Clefable's more than done its job. It's taken down two things. It's got up rocks. It's put the team in a good position to clean up from here. So I go into my Hydreigon, because like I said, he hasn't popped his Unaware, so I am faster than it, because I am Choice Scarf. Or he hasn't popped his Unburden, rather. His Seed. I'm assuming he was. He could have very well not been that. So I make an aggressive play, predicting the Feeny to come in, and go right back into Serena. As I get to play right, and he just does go into the Feeny. So making aggressive doubles is how you beat Dorian, making aggressive plays. You just have to out-aggro him sometimes, because he plays, like, aggressively weird. It's just, I don't know how to describe the way Dorian plays sometimes, but that was just the read that I get from knowing how he plays. So, and it was the obvious play to go into his Fairy on the thing that is quad weak to Fairy. I pull a stupid move and go for Toxic in the terrain, because I forget that Misty Terrain blocks status. And someone in a bigger league that my buddy Austin is had the balls to say that Finny is a bad Pokemon in league format. You, sir, are an idiot. But I just go for the knockoff, or the Chop Kick, just for some nice little damage. So he goes and just knocks off my Rocky Helmets. You know, it's a little obnoxious, but at this point in the battle, it doesn't really mean too much, because I died to his only physical attacker left, which is Hawlucha. And I can just, you know, go for a knockoff for whatever reason. I just wanted to see what did more, but obviously Chop Kick does more. I don't know why I thought it didn't. I don't know. I don't know what it did. But I just recover stalling because he can. Because I have literally nothing I can do to beat this thing. with Serena, but I don't want to switch. I don't want something else to take a hit. It doesn't need to. But the train's going to go away. He's going to click recover one more time. As the train does finally go away, I actually click toxic now and put this thing on the timer that it needs to be on because it's freaking annoying. It is so annoying. Pretty sure this turn it reveals the stupid tech that he has. As I just go for yet another chop kick, just getting off damage. Some nice little damage, nice little chip. Trying to wear this thing down. Yep, he goes for the icy one this turn. I'm pretty sure what that did was allowed his Scizor to outspeed and pick off my my Zygarde after the speed drop, because obviously icy one's not going to kill my Zygarde. But he's going to go into Luchador here after clicking the icy one, and it doesn't kill, so I'm able to get off a drop kick on the Hawlucha, which is going to drop its attack, which is nice. Serena's just out here not dying, putting the team on its back, just lowering things stats, putting things on a timer, just being an all-around nice little support mod that I wanted to do. So he clicks the Iron Head to finish me off. I go into Captain Planet here. Another big misplay on my part. I should have never clicked anything other than Thousand Arrows. I had no reason to not click Thousand Arrows here. It killed everything. I just clicked Thousand Arrows 6 times and I won the game there because it 2-hit KO'd everything that was left. But for whatever reason, I decided to click Extreme Speed because I'm an idiot. I'm a not smart person. That was a really dumb play. So I'm gonna switch out and just go right into my Slytherin, predicting out of the Will-O-Wisp or the Icy Wind. Either one, not gonna do anything to my Salazzle, as he does just go for the Willow, which of course fire type, not, just not gonna affect me. I'm gonna just fire off a Sludge Wave to pick this thing off. I don't want to go for Fire Blast in case I miss. I just want to finish this thing off. Don't want it recovering anymore. So he's gonna go into the Finny now to set up the terrain, and I can just pick this thing off with a Sludge Wave also. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, just get rid of it. As the only thing he'll have left is the Hawlucha, which could be annoying. It could potentially still put in the work, but I get rid of the Finny here. So he, like I said, he still hasn't popped his seed yet, which is bad for the team. Pretty not good. He goes into it here, pops the seed, and he gets a +1 Spit F boost, which does come into play a little bit. If he didn't get that, he died to 2 Sludge Waves, but he's able to get off the Roost here, obviously because he's faster than everything in existence because of Unburden. It's a broken ability. I get off the Sludge Wave. Does still a decent amount. Actually, he does that as 2 Sludge Waves, but he outspeeds me. He's actually just going to go for another Roost, and predicting the Roost, I decided to make an aggressive play and just go for the Nasty Plot here because I had no reason to not do it. The Roost is kind of obvious, but I just decided to go for it anyway. And here, I'm not sure what his plan was, but he decides to go for Bulk Up. Not really sure why. I think he was hoping for the miss. Because if I did miss this high jump, or not this high jump kick, this Fire Blast, he could have potentially brought it back, maybe. I'm not really sure. It would have been interesting to see, but I am able to finish off the Hawlucha with +2 Fire Blast and pick up the win, moving the squad to 4-0 on the season. So shout out to Dorian for the really good game, really close as always when we play. Next week we get the other league commissioner, Tony, and the Brawlika Brawlers, so that should be a fun game. He's been sucking a lot of smack thinking he could take me down, so we're gonna see if he can pull it off or if you just all talk. Should be a really fun game next week. So again, GG to my man Dorian. I'll see y'all then. Peace out.